Hello again. 2 people have been killed in a shooting in the Durban suburb of Springfield Park. A child has been rushed to hospital. Reporter Lethiwe Mdluli is at the scene right now and joins us to tell us exactly what happened there. Good afternoon, Lethiwe. What happened?
Well, at the moment, we're still trying to gather information as to what happened. But what we do know from the police is that 2 people have been shot dead. We understand that it was a drive-by shooting that took place. I'm just going to step out of shot and show you exactly what is currently happening. There are police at the scene. And we've seen also family members arriving. Of course, they're very distraught to speak to us right now. But this incident took place on Peters Road in Springfield. And we do understand that a teenager has been rushed to the hospital and is currently in a critical condition. As you can see, the police are currently scouting the area and basically just forensic teams on the ground as well. They are currently doing investigations. I will also want to bring in the police spokesperson here in KwaZulu-Natal, Robert Nechewunda, who's going to tell us more about what took place here. Robert, thank you so much for joining us at eNCA. Take us through what you know currently. We know that this incident just happened a short while ago, about 2:30 in the afternoon.
What we have established at this stage is that it was an apparent drive-by shooting. The matter is alleged to be drug-related because the man who's been shot here, it shows that he's been on the Hawks radar for some time on drug-related cases. It's alleged to be one of the drug lords in Chatsworth. That needs to be verified, of course. But that's what we have for now, and his wife was with him. He's fatally shot as well, and a 9-year-old daughter has been rushed to hospital with injuries.
Do we right now know of where the people that shot this couple is? Have you made any arrests? Give us more information in that sense.
We haven't made the arrest as yet. We are in pursuit of the suspects. We have members already who are trying to trace the vehicle that has been spotted with the shooters. We believe that maybe they will be able to catch up with them and bring them to justice.
And Colonel, I understand that there's another scene in town, in Durban, that is currently active. We do understand that 2 taxi owners have been shot dead. Take us through that incident as well.
Yes, we can confirm that 2 taxi owners, 25 years and 38 years old, were shot and killed in Durban on Carter Road this afternoon. What we have for now is that the 2 had just had lunch next to one of their taxis when a gunman came, parked the car next to them, fired shots. One of the taxi drivers attempted to shoot back, but the shooters managed to kill him before he could retaliate. We don't know the motive as yet, but with the ongoing taxi violence in the province, this could be linked.
It's a very, very interesting and shocking incident that took place. The fact that there's 2 incidents that took place a short while ago where 4 people overall have been killed is kind of concerning, especially because we've been talking about the gun violence in this province. What are some of your concerns in terms of people and these drive-by shootings? Just last week I was doing a story that was focusing on the hits and also the drive-by shootings that are taking place in this province. As the police, do you think that you're losing your fight against crime in this province?
We are not losing the fight in the province. A few days ago, we arrested 5 hitmen armed with rifles through a tip-off from a committee member. If committee members continue doing that, we will try and get rid of firearms, because this is happening because there's too many illegal firearms in the wrong hands out there. And as the police, we need to recover those firearms. We are not losing the fight. We do arrest people for cases like these ones. And we believe that even these 2 will make a breakthrough, because a taxi violence team is already dispatched on that other one. And on this one, the Hawks are already on the ground to deal with this one. So we have the grip. But with drug cases, somebody knows something, but they choose to keep the information to themselves. I was at the first scene you referred to of the taxi owners were shot. I personally spoke to some of the taxi owners who were there. They said to me straight that we can't say anything because otherwise it will be next. So if nobody is prepared to say anything to the police, it becomes a bit difficult for us. But we are well capacitated to have our own way of finding the truth through investigations and intelligence. So we will do our best as we're supposed to try and get to the bottom of these matters. It's a concern for the police to be attending to crime scenes, violent crime scenes, day in and day out. Not 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 people dead. It's a concern. We have teams that are dispatched already to work on these matters, and we're hopeful that we'll crack them.
And Kenna, we were just speaking a bit earlier on about the missing baby in Chatsworth. In that case as well, no one has been arrested. Just take us through some of the things that the police are doing to make sure that that case is investigated and that baby is brought back to its family. Because I was speaking to the mother a bit earlier on. She's very concerned. It's been over a week and she hasn't seen her child. She's very frustrated with the police. Just take us through your investigations with that matter as well. It's a separate issue, but it's something that we're also working on with you, just basically wanting more information as to what happened to that baby.
We don't know what happened to the baby. All we know is that the baby was snatched during an apparent house robbery. We have dispatched a team of experienced FCS investigators from the province who will lead the investigations. We believe that with them involved leading a team of investigators, we'll get to the bottom of the matter. We are in contact with the family. We're speaking to them, those who were there when the crime happened, because we need to put pieces together as to why only take a child and a phone. For sure there were TVs, there was something that would be of monetary value, but somebody snatches a 2-month-old baby. We are concerned of the well-being of the baby. That's why we have escalated the matter to provincial level, so that we do our best to bring the baby alive.
Thank you so much, Kenya.
You're welcome.
Well, as you've heard it, there's 2 people that have been killed on Peters Road in Springfield, and the police are currently doing those investigations. And just not so far from here in Durban, in the Berea area, there's 2 taxi owners who have been shot dead as well. These incidents took place within a few hours, and the police are saying that they're very concerned about the guns that are on the streets, and they are working tirelessly to make sure that some people will be arrested for these incidents.
Yeah, so Lethiwe, just to clarify, in the incident where you were at Springfield, I had Robert, the police officer, saying that 2 people died and an alleged drug lord from Chatsworth has been killed.
Yes. Yes, of course, Braden, and he is saying also that the Hawks are on this matter. He's saying that they've been, or that the person that has been killed here has been allegedly on their radar for some time. For now, it is speculation, and they are saying that they will be investigating to confirm these reports. But of course, it is alleged that this person who has been killed here is a drug lord, and he was killed along with his wife. And currently, a 9-year-old child is in hospital. We do believe that the child was caught in the crossfire, and she was shot in the head. But of course, we will be confirming more with the police just to bring you an update on the story.
Okay, now any more clarity about the 2 taxi owners? Is this related to any recent taxi violence or tensions in the taxi industry at Tegwini?
Well, but then just to mention, last week I actually covered a story where I was focusing on the drive-by shootings or hits that have been taking place in Durban currently. Last week we did understand that 3 shootings happened on 3 consecutive days, and the shooting that happened last week on Monday was also taxi-related. We do understand that unknown gunmen approached a vehicle in Berea as well, and they shot at that vehicle, and 2 men died at that scene, 1 person surviving, and we do understand that in that incident, it was taxi related. This one as well, it's happened in Pereira area, around the same area where the other shooting took place. And we do understand right now that those 2 men were also taxi owners. There's a lot of incidents of taxi owners being gunned down where they are targeted, and we've been speaking to the police about these hits, and they are saying that they're investigating. Unfortunately, in majority of these incidents, no one has been arrested. We keep hearing that there's investigations that are ongoing, and it does seem as if there is a bit of something brewing within the taxi industry, especially within the Durban CBD, because all these incidents are taking place within the same area, the Pereira area.
Okay, thank you very much, Lethiwe Mdluli, this hour, just updating us on the latest shooting there in Springfield in Durban. 2 people killed. Allegedly, one of them is a drug lord from Chatsworth, and his wife also shot and killed. A 9-year-old child is in hospital fighting for her life. In an earlier incident, just not far from there, 2 taxi owners were also gunned down this afternoon, meaning in total, 4 people have now been shot dead just this afternoon in Durban.